The so-called Spanish veto is one of the most enduring anti-independence myths, and it started all the way back in 2012. The claim is that there is no way an independent Scotland would be able to join the European Union, because Spain would use its veto rights to block the move. The logic for this is that Spain would want to oppose anything that could encourage pro-India activists in Catalonia and the Basque Country. And it's a reasonable thing to be concerned about, or at least it would be if the Spanish government hadn't repeatedly said that they would do no such thing. So where did it come from? Well, the claim was originally attributed to anonymous Whitehall sources. In February of 2012, the Spanish Foreign Minister completely denied that they would block Scotland's access to the EU as long as Scotland left the UK in a manner that was agreed upon by all parties involved. He went as far as saying that the constitutional arrangements of the United Kingdom are one thing, those of Spain another, and it is their own business if they decide to separate from one another. Better Together, however, decided to ignore that. So in 2014 he went on record again to say that Scotland's admission to the EU could be considered as long as the move is in accordance with legal and institutional procedures. Better Together ignored that too, and the myth persisted. Which brings us to earlier this year. In a letter from Spain's most senior diplomat sent to the Scottish Government, it was stressed that vetoing Scotland not only was not Spanish policy, but it never had been. The diplomat wrote, "The Spanish Minister for Foreign Affairs, Mr. Joseph Borrell, has recently declared that Spain will not block Scotland's entry into the European Union if independence is legally achieved, and such has always been the intention of the Spanish government." That's pretty definitive, and means that the myth of the Spanish veto is thoroughly debunked. The Spanish government has no plans to veto Scottish accession to the European Union, and it has been repeating that over and over since 2012. Better Together ignored several interventions from Spain, all so they could keep the myth alive.